First of all, I would like to say good morning to all of you. Thanks for being here and thanks for supporting us. Your response regarding my channel is so phenomenal. I am very thankful to you for supporting us. For more interesting videos like that, art welding projects for beginners, and we are going to tell you how to start a scrap metal art welding project for you as a beginner. Scrap metal art welding is a fascinating way to create unique and eye-catching artworks. It is a perfect hobby for those who's creating things with their hand and want to explore the world of welding. While it may seem daunting to start with the right tools, materials, and the guidance, even beginner can create a stunning piece of scrap metal art. In this video, we will discuss how to get started with scrap metal art welding project as a beginner. First up is starting scrap metal art welding project is to gather all the necessary materials and the tool. Here are the essential items you will need. The first one is welder. There are various types of welder available in the market, but for scrap metal or welding, a MIG welder is recommended. It is easy to use and you can get started with it without much experience. The second one is the protective gear. Welding process heat, sparks, and the fumes, which can be dangerous if not properly protected. You should wear a welding helmet, gloves, and protective clothing to keep yourself safe. Scrap metal is readily available by scrap yard or the online store. Look for a piece that have interesting shapes and the texture that can you incorporate in your artwork. A grinding wheel is necessary to remove rust, paint, and other impurities from the metal pieces. A plasma cutter is an optional tool, but it can make the job easier by cutting material pieces into the desired shapes. Now that you have all the necessary materials and tools, let's explore some project ideas that are perfect for beginner. Metal garden art is a popular choice for scrap metal or welder. You can create sculptures, fountains, and the plant holder that add a unique touch to your garden. Start with simple shapes like flower, butterflies, bird, then move on more intricate design. Metal art can be a beautiful addition to any room. You can create abstract design, animals, and even portraits using scrap metal, using different color of paint to add depth and texture to your art. You can create unique functional pieces of furniture using metal. A coffee table or side table with a metal base can be great conversation starter. You can also make chairs or benches using metal frame and the wooden seats. Metal sculptures can be challenging to create, but they are also the most rewarding. You can create abstract design or sculpture of animals, people, objects. Start with the simple shapes and gradually build up to more complex designs. Here are some tips for beginner. It's essential to start with small project and gradually build up so larger one. This will help you to gain confidence and improve your welding skill. Before starting any project, practice welding on scrap metal. This will help you to get used to heat and spark procedure during welding. Before starting a project, plan your design on a paper. This will help you to visualize the final product and make necessary changes before starting welding. Use clamp to hold the metal in the place while welding. This will prevent them from having ensure and make it strong. Scrap metal art is a fun, rewarding hobby that anyone can learn with the right materials and the right guidance. You can create stunning piece of art that add a unique touch of any space. Start small, practice welding, plan your design, and use clamp to hold the metal piece together. With these tips, you can get started with scrap metal art welding and create a beautiful art that you will be proud to display. In addition to the tips mentioned above, there are few more tips to keep in mind when start scrap metal art welding project. While scrap metal is the most accessible and affordable option for beginner, don't be afraid to experiment with other type of metal like copper, brass, and the aluminium. Each metal has its own unique properties and can be a different effect in your art. While it may be attempting to buy a cheapest tool available, investing in a quality tool, you can make a big difference with these in your art. Quality tools last longer, produce better weld, and can be save your time and money in the long run game. Welding is an essential part of scrap metal welding project. There are various welding techniques that you can learn to improve your skills. The most common technique used in scrap metal art welding is here are some benefits of welding project. Scrap welding project using scrap material have several benefits including cost saving. Welding project using scrap material can be a cost effective way to complete a project. Scrap metal art often less expensive than a new material and use them, and it can help to reduce overall project cost. Welding project using scrap metal can be environmental friendly, sustainable because they reduce the amount of waste and end up in the landfill. By repurposing scrap metal art, you can reduce your environmental impact and promote the sustainability. Welding project using scrap metal can be an opportunity to exercise creativity and the innovation. By using material that are not typically used in welding project, you can create a unique and interesting design. Welding project using scrap metal can be an opportunity to develop your welding skill working with a variety of materials and shapes and can be challenging our welding abilities and held up with your development skills. Welding project using scrap can be opportunities to create a customer project that fit your specific needs. By using scrap metal, you can create one of kind project that are trailed to your requirements. Overall, welding project using scrap metal can be effective and the cost effective, environmentally effective, sustainable, and it will reduce your carbon footprints, and it will also helps you to utilize your scrap in a better way. Here is